Welcome to the Mopco Improv Theater. By your applause, let me know if you've been here before. Yay! I'm guessing 50% of you have been here before. For those of you who have not been here before, we improvise, which just means we make stuff up. On the spot, no plan, no nothing, we just go. And it's not completely true. We have all sorts of different frameworks or sort of games that we play. And tonight is long form night, which means we're going to be doing longer things. That's what it means, nothing else. So we've got two different long forms for you. We'll do one, we'll see how it goes. If you're having a good time, we'll do another one. If you're like, oh no, I'm trapped, you won't be. You don't have to stay. The first thing that we're going to do for you is called 2x2. It is a format that we played around with during the pandemic times when we were online, and we loved it so much that we brought it to the stage. It's super simple. It's a series of two-person scenes. We're going to come to you. We're going to ask you for suggestions. You're going to let us know randomly who you want to see in the next scenes, and maybe it'll all weave together into something coherent. We don't know. We're making it up. We're making it up. But it'll go like this. I might say, what what's your favorite color? And you would say,
Blue.
blue, exactly right. Or, what's a room in the house? And you would say,
Kitchen.
the kitchen. Ooh, both of you at the same time, right?
Nice.
Very nice. We're on the same page. That's all you have to do, and together we will co-create an evening in theater. Are we ready to get started?
Yes. Yeah.
You know what we should do is we should just count off what our numbers are so that when they randomly pick the numbers, we'll know who we are. So
Yeah.
let's do that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5. Just like
Yay!
that. All right. So to decide who is in our first scene, pick a number. 2. And number 2.
5.
And number 5. Oh, that's me. Okay. Number 2 and number 5. All right. So to get us started, why don't you ask for something? Number 2.
Okay. What is an unusual job?
Chiropractor.
Chiropractor.
Ah.
All right. I'm sorry, I've never actually been here. Do I sit on the bed?
Yes, that'll be fine.
Okay.
Miss Francis, yes?
Yes. Yes. Miss Jubilee Francis.
Well, Miss Jubilee, typically I would, yes, just have you lie down in the bed and get started, but I have a confession to make.
Oh. Okay.
I've been reading some articles, and I'm worried that everything I do is a sham.
Well, I mean, that can't be right. My yoga teacher and my cousin and this one lady I only know on Facebook, they all told me that chiropractors were the way to go.
I know. I mean, I went to school with all the best intentions, and I've been having a very lucrative practice for years now.
Yeah.
I had some insomnia, and I was online, and I was reading some articles, and it seems that people think I'm not doing anything.
Oh.
So well, Miss Jubilee Francis, I'm sorry, I guess you've just gotten me at a moment where I'm afraid, I feel a little like Simone Biles. I'm afraid that I've got the twisties in my hands.
Well, I've definitely got the twisties in my back. And maybe the twisties in your hand can twisty the twisties out of my back. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at motivational speaking, but I do really.
All right, well, if you're up for it, I'm letting you know that I'm not sure it's going to do anything.
That's okay. Nothing else helps, so we might as well. Oh, jeez.
Move over.
Okay.
Didn't do anything, did it? Miss Jubilee Francis?
I'm processing. I think all of the twisties are out of my back, but I don't know where they went. I can just
Get up. Oh!
Oh yeah. I don't know. I feel like that did something.
You do?
Yes. I'm not sure I'm gonna move again, but I definitely think it did something.
Maybe you were sent to me like some sort of angel. I mean, I was ready to give up my practice and you trusted me even though I told you I thought I didn't know what I was doing. And
Well, I mean, sometimes a person just has real bad back pain and they're willing to try anything.
I understand. You know, that's why I got into this field in the first place.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, my mother had terrible back pain.
This feels like a weird medical appointment. But yeah, your mother.
It's not a medical appointment.
Oh, right. Yeah, the sham thing we're talking
My mother, she had terrible back pain. And one day I was being rambunctious as I am, and I started jumping on the bed, and by accident I jumped on her, and something clicked, and she was cured.
Oh. You know, I have a similar story about jumping and attacking my parents, and they never felt cured by it. It was always a go to your room thing for me. But I'm glad that you found your spark. That's
Yeah,
a
my
nice
spark,
story.
my calling, my gift. And then I thought maybe it was a curse. But you've saved me. You've lit the curse. Look at you sitting up straight on the floor.
Yeah. Oh my God, I haven't been able to do this in months. Oh my God, you did fix me. You have a gift. Dr. Clinton, you have such a gift. Don't you see this can't be a sham because you're doing it and you keep doing it. You fixed your mom, you fixed my back. Maybe the internet is wrong.
The internet can be wrong?
I'm as shocked as you are, but I think in this one case the internet might have it wrong.
I think you're right. My goodness, I think you're right. Well, it was very nice to meet you, Miss Jubilee Francis.
It was very nice to meet you, Dr.
I'm
Clinton.
on a crusade to prove the internet wrong.
I-
Mark my words! You'll hear of me again!
Yes, indeed.
Here we go. All right. Pick a number, please.
3.
3 and... Oh, it's a... and 1, a 3 and a 1, a 3 and a 1.
Yes. Can you let me know, what is a chore that you would rather your partner do?
Take out the
Laundry. Laundry.
Hey, Dad. How come Mom is doing so much laundry? All the time, every day.
Probably because, there's 3 of us, so that's at least 1 outfit a day, right? And then you have your play clothes, so,
And I can't reach the machine, so I can't help.
right? The top loader.
Right.
You know, I've been talking to your mom about that. I wanted to get a front loader when we first moved in, because they're more water efficient, you know?
Yeah.
But then we got the top loader, and now I feel like we have to see it through to the end, you know? Really go through the whole life cycle of the washing machine. But if we had a front loader,
Yeah.
you could
Yeah.
help out
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And you know, it's really important to help out with chores, you know?
Yeah.
Because it shows that you care
Yeah.
about the way that our house works, and that you care about your mother and me.
Yeah.
So it's something to consider. Thank
Yeah.
you for bringing that to my attention.
So what are you doing today on your Saturday?
Oh, I'm finishing my book.
Oh.
It's a Reese Witherspoon book. Mom read it for book club, and she keeps talking about a cult, but I don't know if the cult is a child or an actual cult. Because for a while I thought it was.
Daddy,
Yes.
I think you're avoiding doing chores. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't have your you time with your book, but Bobby works really, really hard. Don't you hear her? And then,
She does make a lot of noises
Yeah.
when she's folding.
yeah.
Should get that checked out, probably.
Maybe if she was just doing less folding, she wouldn't do it so much.
Well, maybe that's something we could do together. Take on some folding, you know?
You and me?
Yeah. Like, you would fold all the small things because
Yeah.
you're small.
Well, I don't know, because there's a lot of small things, so I don't know about that. I don't know if that's fair.
Well, not all of them get folded. Because with socks, you roll them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, your mother rolls them.
Right.
I usually just, I match them and I turn them inside out. I know that wears out the elastic, but how long are you gonna have socks for,
Daddy, for
Especially
someone who doesn't
you.
do chores, you have a lot of opinions about them.
I think it's important to know what you like.
Yeah.
See, in life, there's a lot of things that you're gonna discover about yourself. Like, what kind of a chocolate do you like, for example? You know how for years and years we got you the same chocolate bunny. You got the same chocolate bunny in your...
Oh, for the Easter
From
bunny.
the
Yeah,
Easter
I got nervous there for a second.
But then you
What were you gonna say?
You were commenting to me and your mother about the different kind of chocolate you liked, and we
Yeah.
told the Easter
Right.
bunny
Yeah.
to get you a different one, and you got a different one. Remember?
Daddy.
Yes.
I think Bobby's crying.
Oh. She's probably just
Maybe she's doing all the socks.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about
No?
that. I don't want you to get upset.
Okay.
I
I just think there should be equality in your relationship.
Okay. Well.
Because I think it would set a good example for me
Oh.
for when I'm older
Right.
and it could reach the top loader.
I see. Right. Well, maybe at our family meeting, we can talk about that.
Well, but that might be delayed because Mommy has to write the agenda and print out the agenda
Right.
and make the coffee and buy the coffee cake. So
Did you get a copy of the minutes yet?
no, because she's always doing laundry.
She really needs to get those out.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday,
I know.
It's tomorrow. She's got to get those
I
minutes
know.
out. Do you ever think to yourself, Timothy, what can I do to help around here? Do you ever think that to yourself?
No, I don't.
Interesting.
But if I did, I would say, I think you should mow the lawn.
You should mow the lawn.
You
You're so
should mow
short.
the lawn. Not me, I don't think to myself.
You
I
say
think,
to yourself
I think Timothy,
that you
Daddy
should mow the lawn.
No, I'm talking about
Oh.
you and myself, in my head.
But you're so small.
No, I can't mow the lawn, you can mow
Right.
the lawn.
But how would I mow? Oh.
We have number 4 still left, and number 5. Ooh, that's me.
Can I get something that really mattered to you when you were much younger?
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Right there.
Okay, come on, little girl. You want me to sign something? There's a lot of people behind you.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd sign my Power Ranger of you.
Oh, a little bobblehead. This is very cute. Big Doug.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes. Yes, you can.
You know the way you fold yourself into funny positions and then sort of straighten out and transform?
That is a transformer. I was a Power Ranger.
Damn,
There's a big
I
difference.
saved up all my money to come talk to you.
I didn't even recognize that as a transformer. I just signed stuff now.
You have to help me. You have powers though, right? And you do transform, don't you? And from like a kid into like a thing?
Well, my power now is that I'm 41. So I don't do as much transforming. But yes, I mean, at some point I probably did transform. I'm sure, at some point, yes.
Never mind.
Little girl! I'm sorry. I didn't want to ruin your experience.
I need help somewhere.
Okay, what do you need help with? You want me to find you a transformer?
My dad is a chiropractor.
God, one bring this one up over here, and bring this arm over here, and look, now I look like celery.
Wow. That's very impressive.
I never did this on the show, but had I thought to do it, I'm sure it would have been very popular. I'm gonna ow. Whew,
Wow.
much better. That's
That was very impressive, all that double jointedness.
That's what happens when you're first a child star and then bus tables.
I know what the Power Rangers are. You were the red one, right?
Yes, I was. I was the red one from 1985 to 1986 when I was replaced by a different red one. It was a girl and she was sexier.
Can you help me?
I don't know what you want.
I want someone with magic powers to help me understand how to help my father become not a cheat.
Okay. Cheat?
Well, you know, fake, quack.
A quack. Is he also a cheater? Because I can help with a cheater if you introduce me to Mom. And usually I get introduced to a lot of moms at these cons.
I did see my mom crying the other day.
Oh, she probably wants someone to soothe her.
That might be all right.
I soothe, I don't chiropract. I
That's
just
good.
use my animal magnetism to make women feel better.
You're making me feel a little better right now.
That's not okay.
I didn't mean it in any weird way.
Don't say it out loud. There are cops all over this con.
Somehow I feel like from the very beginning we're not communicating quite
Stop
well.
coming on to me! Listen, I have enough trouble as it is. I don't need romantic intentions from a 10-year-old. I'm guessing you're 10.
Good guess.
Thank you.
All right.
So
I'm just gonna take my transformer and go.
I'll help you with your dad.
You will?
Yes, I will. Let me take my helmet off. This is what I look like for real.
Wow.
The years haven't been kind, I know.
It's all right. I mean, I guess you're a fake superhero, and my dad's a fake doctor. Somehow, maybe you can come together and help each other.
I bet we can. I bet you and your dad, well, your dad especially, can hang out. We can drink beer. We can talk about babes. I'm ready for that kind of relationship. With your dad.
Well, he's waiting out in the car, so...
Did you roll the windows down? It's really hot.
I don't know what's happening. All right, we need a number.
2.
2. And a 1.
Okay. How do we know each other?
College.
College.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God.
What?
He spoke to me. The hot lunch guy? Yeah. He spoke to me. He saw that I was carrying my tray.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, asparagus. And I was like, yeah, I like asparagus. He was like, oh, me too. And then I went to my table and like, oh my God. Oh yeah.
You know what his major is though, right?
Yeah, he's in engineering, but he also plays on the lacrosse team, and his name is Bradley, and he's so handsome. I'm from nowhere. Do you know how many boys were at my school? There were 67 people in my graduating class. This is a boy. He's like a real boy.
I don't want you to get too starstruck by the engineering and the lacrosse, because there's something I've heard about him. And I should tell you before you know.
Is it that he's really really dreamy and he has beautiful blue eyes?
No.
No?
No. He goes to the chiropractor.
I mean, that's rough, but it's not a deal breaker, surely.
I mean, if he believes in chiropractic, what else does he believe in? And he's an engineering student. He's gonna like build bridges and stuff. Like you have to kind of have like some good judgment, right?
I think he's in environmental engineering. But yes, still.
Yeah. Like he's gonna keep our water clean. Is that what environmental engineering is?
You know, now that you mention it, if he doesn't trust the engineering of his own spine, and he's going to someone like a chiropractor
Yeah.
to get it realigned,
Right.
which everyone knows that's not a thing. We've seen it on the internet.
Right. Yeah.
There's all
Like,
this information.
He doesn't believe in science, but he's studying science.
Yeah.
It's engineering science.
Yes. Yeah, it falls under STEM. I think it is the E in STEM, actually. No,
I just don't want you to get hurt, like literally hurt.
Yeah,
in
no.
your spine.
I know better than to let someone twist me like a rag doll. It's fine. No, I'm naive, but not stupid. But he is so pretty. Like maybe I could change him. Maybe I could fix him. I could teach him why chiropractics are scammy. We have all those articles online. I can send him so many links. And then he'll be like, wow, she's so smart and so pretty. And we should go and have a dinner with asparagus and lobster.
I stopped listening. You can't change a man. That's like, it's the number one mistake that you can make.
I mean, I've seen a lot of movies. And they all seem to say something different. So I don't know.
You should see my parents though. Like my mom tried to get my dad to do laundry.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't talk anymore.
At all?
Nope.
Just over laundry?
Yep. 'Cause she was like, here's a beautiful man
Yeah.
who's going to be the father to my children, and he's going to help me around the house.
Yeah.
And you know what he said? No, I'm not. That's what he said.
Well, that's just rude. I'm sure that Bradley would, do the dishes or
Really?
mow the-
Bradley
Yeah.
from the lacrosse team.
And engineering. He lives in a house with like 7 of his best bros, so someone has to be doing the dishes, right?
Have you been there?
No. Not yet.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that nobody's doing the dishes in that house
Probably
of 8
not.
men?
Probably
There's
not.
8 men in that house
Yeah.
who's doing the dishes!
And probably nobody. They've probably turned to just paper products at this point.
No, okay. Boys are no longer as interesting. Paper products, don't they know that? He's an environmental engineer. Doesn't he know to not use one-time use products? Oh my god.
This guy's personality is not consistent.
He is. Okay, yeah, no, the evidence is piling
Yeah.
up. You're right. The chiropractics,
Yeah.
the paper plates, probably. And also having 7 roommates.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of roommates.
I think I might have a guy for you though.
Is he also handsome?
He's very handsome.
Does
Yeah.
he enjoy lobster and perhaps getting our older friend to buy us some wine?
Well, he's a vegan, so no lobster.
Oh.
But, yeah.
Okay.
It's really cool though. He's a druid.
Our final pair are number 3 and number 4, and then we'll see what needs to happen after that.
Who do you want me to get?
Yeah.
What's this?
Asparagus.
Asparagus.
Oh, wow. Don't go over here. I was eating asparagus earlier.
I'm just here for the towel. You have to
Oh,
wash your hand first.
oh, okay.
And then I give you the towel. Unless you want a mint. Oh.
I've never seen one of you in a Denny's before.
Yeah, my manager's trying to class the place up, I guess. So,
It's really nice.
Is it? Yeah.
Well, a little weird having someone watch you pee.
yeah, it's a small bathroom.
Did you watch me while I was peeing?
I watch your back, yeah.
Oh.
Just your back. It was weird when you shivered a little. And like,
I thought everybody did that occasionally. There's just sometimes where you're just like, oh yeah.
oh, it feels good.
Yeah, that's why you
Never
shiver.
done that. Never done that.
Well, if you want, I could spot you.
No, I've been sitting down, so that's not for me.
No, that is a bold choice. I should pee sitting down sometimes. I just do it standing up no matter where I am.
Oh, well, it's too late to try today, I guess.
Well, I don't know. Might have a little left.
All right, go for it.
Just hold on.
I can't watch you when the door's closed.
Do you want me to open it?
No, no, no. No, I'm
I
just
mean, if it's
saying.
your job, it's your job. I don't want to get you in
Well,
trouble.
you don't steal anything, it's fine.
Use the toilet paper, right? Take the toilet paper.
No, don't steal anything. Please.
Okay, I can you make some water noises?
I can run. You want me to run the sink?
That would be awesome, yes.
Okay. There you go. I will also sing a song to myself.
Well, no, a song isn't going to help. That's
So,
just weird.
A
Could
deer,
you?
a female deer.
How about like
drop of
jungle
the
sounds?
sun.
Can you do jungle sounds?
Like a frog or?
Yeah, like we're in a rainforest. Oh yeah, that's good. And this was a 2-shiver bathroom. That's awesome.
Sitting down.
It was the frog noises. I mean, has anyone ever said you should go pro with your frog
Frog
noises?
noises?
Yeah.
No.
You could make a mint just so.
Really?
Yeah, you make a CD of those noises. Not a CD, I'm sorry. A downloadable thing.
MP3.
Of
Yeah.
those noises, and you will have America peeing, and they will be happy about
Yeah. Okay. I'll definitely consider that.
it. Okay, good. Well, look,
That's a good tip.
I only have $1.
I'll take it all.
Fine, I have $5.
I know.
I just.
You look like the kind of guy.
Is there anything that sort of like buffed me off?
Oh.
No, not some, no. I mean like towels or talcum powder or something like that.
There's like lotion.
I'll take some lotion.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Okay. Great. So, you married or?
Oh, divorced.
Me too. Yeah.
It's pretty hard out there.
Hard. Yeah, being divorced.
My kid just follows me around the house saying, "You should do chores. You should do chores."
I did that too.
Yeah, that's why I got rid of her.
Oh. I mean, I guess in a way I did.
Well,
I don't have custody.
I sent her to military school.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got a pamphlet.
Oh, thanks.
I carry that around with me to remind me where my child is in case I forget.
That kid looks so bad.
I know. That kid is my kid's roommate.
Oh, wow. Oh, but he looks so good on the other side.
I know, because they turned him around.
Wow.
You know, I'm starting to feel it again.
Go for it.
How's your women's room? Is it like nicer?
Yeah, but Sheila's kind of a jerk, so just go straight past her right into the
I
stall.
think that's what I'm gonna do. Thank you very much. Oh, wait, I haven't washed my hands. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
That's the good thing, that was smart.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me on your show. You know, I do think it's important to spread the word because there's a lot of false information out there.
It is so interesting to hear from someone who's really in the trenches, as it were, of this chiropractics debate. We heard in the last segment from Dr. Schleidenbein, who told us in no uncertain terms that chiropractics is to use his term, a scam, and I believe he said, quote, dangerous. What would you say to Dr. Schleidenbein?
Well, I would say that my mother had terrible back problems, and then I jumped on the bed and she was cured. And I knew at that moment that was the first piece of qualitative evidence that I had, and my entire career is built on people standing up and saying, wow, I feel better. So I don't know what the science shows. I don't know what all the studies show. And I certainly don't know what's out there on the internet. But I can tell you personally from my experience that my patients believe in me. And when I've lost faith, they've restored it.
Amazing. Wow, that's really nice to hear because, you know, there's so many different narratives running around on the internet these days, and it's just, I really think it's important to clarify.
You can't believe what you see on the internet. I mean, the internet will tell you that we've been to the moon.
I have a question for the doctor.
Yes.
Oh, yes?
I follow somebody on Instagram, and she was able to like undivorce her husband by doing chiropractic on him. Is that something I could do?
Well, sure. I mean, you know, the more I've looked into this, after I had my crisis of faith, I really did start experimenting, and I found that chiropractic work actually can do anything you want. So, sure,
Anything.
you want to resolve your marriage, you want to undivorce your husband, you just jump on their back, crick, 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 and everything should be solved.
My father has diabetes.
It's usually a neck thing, just like twist his head, and his sugar should balance right out.
Oh, wow.
Are you saying you really can fix someone?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Like, what's your problem?
Well, I'm afraid to say that I can't quite pull off the color turquoise.
Ah!
I know.
Hang on.
Oh, geez. Oh.
There you go. And here's a nice turquoise shirt right here.
Oh.
Why don't you try
thank
that
you.
on?
Okay.
I've got a mirror. What do you think?
Oh my goodness. Oh, it brings out my eyes now.
See?
That's really, you heard it here first, folks. Chiropractics, they'll fix marriages, they'll fix your colors. It's beautiful. I really thought that I was an autumn, but now I'm seeing this. I'm thinking
You're a
perhaps
nice bright spring.
I
Any
think
other
so.
questions from our audience? Yes.
What if somebody doesn't roll their socks, but they just fold them over so the elastic gets loose?
Yeah, that is terrible for the elastics, but if you just bring in those socks, I can like squeeze them back up, make them tight all over again.
I meant more about, what about the person? Can you change their behavior?
Sure.
Great. Okay, great.
Excellent. Well, Doctor, it's been fascinating talking to you, and I just want to, I really want to caution people to be careful what you're reading on the internet, be careful where you're getting your information. The world is really a strange place these days, so it's really nice to have these reliable sources that we can turn to in these uncertain times.
Go to my website for more information and sign up for my newsletter.
Dr. Clinton, everybody. you do woodworking?
No. Never touch the stuff. You're funny. You're a funny gal. Oh.
Francis, our party is ready to storm the castle.
I gotta take this. You don't mind, right?
No, I'm chill. I'm super chill.
You wanna come or?
We're missing a bard and a thief.
Yeah. You know how to play
The
the
rogue. Yeah. No, I've played both of those classes before. Yeah. Can I come? I have a character sheet back at my dorm. I can just run and grab it.
Okay, great.
Yay. Okay.
Wow. It looks like you're gonna kiss a lady.
No, I think I'm gonna kiss like what is she, a wizard or something?
A bard?
A bard, yeah.
I've never kissed a girl.
Oh. Really?
Really. I carry around a sword and a shield. It's pretty much a repellent to anything with a Y chromosome. X chromosome. Y chromosome? One of the two.
Well, they have two X.
Two X chromosomes.
Yeah.
They also don't like the fact that I don't know science.
Science isn't everything. Have you considered not carrying those around?
No.
Like, put them down now. And if a girl walks by, maybe she'll have a different reaction, you know?
I feel really anxious.
Why don't you, like, grab a cup or something? Yeah, it's just a girl. Just...
Oh.
Milady! I have 40 hit points.
And you're not carrying a shield or a sword. I can see all of your physique.
Yes, you can. I can stand in different positions if you'd like. This I call the Dragon Killer. And this one I call, look, a Koblud. They're little dog-like goblins, I think.
Would you come home with me?
Would I? Would I?
Let's fold some laundry.
I'm going to fold things.
I told you we were going to co-create something together, and we did it. Yay! Yay! All right. So we are going to take a little break. We're going to give you a chance to get some snacks, some beer, some water, whatever. We're going to magically transform ourselves into characters from Edwardian England. And our second act will be Bollix Manor, a sort of Downton Abbey type improvised format. So stay tuned, we'll be back in 10. Yay. are watching us up here and you're thinking, I bet I could do that, we know you can. We bet you could too. And we would love to have you try. So there are all sorts of ways to get involved here. We do have shows every Friday and Saturday night, so you can just come and see the wide variety of things that we do. On Saturdays right now, we're running theater sports, which is teams of improvisers challenging each other to different kinds of games and scenes and songs and stories, a big plethora of different things all in one show with Olympic-style judges in the middle of the actual Olympics. And at the end of the match, there is a winner. It's very exciting and high energy and fun and silly. So that's tomorrow and then Saturdays through August. But if you want to try it yourself, we have a bunch of classes, and our favorite is our Monday night drop-in class. No obligation, no experience necessary. Folks of all levels are welcome. It's cheap, it's only $10. Or if you are a student or a senior or a teacher or a first responder or a veteran or active military or broke, it's $5. And if you don't have $5, then it's free. And we would just love to see you come down and join in the fun and experience the joy of improv, because we love doing it and we love to spread the word like drug dealers. The first one's free. You can't get hooked, I've got to say. Come at your with some caution, because it can be really addicting to come and play with us, and we love it. You don't have to remember any of that. You can just go to our website, which is mopco.org. Do not go to mopco.com unless you want.
Please supplies!
Good, it's our written joke. All right, what have I forgotten to say? Anything? Nope. All right, please welcome our Masterpiece Theater host for the evening.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you yet. Tonight on Masterpiece Theater, we will return to P.G. Henhouse's second most famous work, Bollix Manor. In tonight's episode, the name of which escapes me, can I have a noun?
What?
A noun, a person, place, or thing.
Apple.
Apple. In tonight's episode, The Apple Incident, Mr. Henhouse truly spreads his literary wings and introduces us to Bollix Manor once again. So, please, return. Oh, one other thing I need to do. Hold on. Can you pick out 2 cards? Oops, sorry. And look at both sides of them and pick the ones you like. Sophie and Eustace. So please, once again, return to that most bucolic of places, Bollix Manor.
What did you call this?
I'm sorry, milady.
This strange dessert that you've left here on my nightstand. What did you call it?
It's an apple crumble.
Crumble?
Yes, crumble.
Crumble?
Yes.
Why is it a crumble?
Well, you see the pots on top, they're all crumbly.
Oh, and you say this is a dessert from the colonies that has been imported?
Well, the chef says so.
Oh,
Yes. But I don't know which colony, there's so many.
I understand. I'm afraid it's a little bit,
Crumbly?
it seems a little bit wild and uncontrolled.
Yes. I don't disagree with you, my lady, of course.
What's your name again?
Sophie.
Sophie.
Yes.
I feel that this crumble colony dessert is a symbol of everything that's wrong with Bollix Manor these days.
Everything?
Everything has become wild and out of control. Everything is disordered and newfangled.
Like what, my lady?
Well, like motor cars. And you, I've noticed you wandering around with your little friend in the garden. In my day, servants stayed in the attic. They were seen and not heard. You just heard little scrabbling like mice.
Well, we scrambled too.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm glad to hear it. Not only that,
Yes.
my counter. Not only that, my grandchildren don't seem to have any sense of tradition.
Oh, Lady Pamela.
Lady Pamela and the boy
Alistair.
and Alistair.
Yes.
Yes. Neither of them have been married,
No.
and they're pushing 22.
Yes. Well,
That's-
I'm
that's-
pushing 44 and I've never been married.
Yes, but you're not really a person.
Right. Of course not. Well, my
Well,
lady,
say something.
Well, my lady, I will stop being wild in the garden, but I don't think I can stop Lord Alistair from being wild in the garden.
Oh, no, you can't. You can't, but maybe I should do something. What do you think? Do you think we should have some sort of institution reinstituting the rules of decorum in the house?
Oh. Yes, my lady, I do.
What do you suggest?
First, we throw out the crumble, but nicely. We throw it out nicely.
Throw it out! Throw it out!
Hey!
Very nicely done.
Thank you, my lady.
Perhaps we put them through some kind of test. Or,
Your grandchildren.
yes,
And what about me, myself?
well, you'll have to gather the servants and help me.
Right. Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
my lady.
All right, I'll think on it. What kind of test for decorum can we come up with? Come along, come along.
Yes, my lady.
And then she said to me, "There's nothing more American than this apple crumble."
Apple crumble.
Yes, which I took as a compliment at first because apple crumbles are delicious and sweet and
Yes, of course.
have a nice pastry at the bottom. But I think she meant it as an insult.
An insult?
Yes.
Well, it is Grandmama, so most of what she says seems to be insulting in one way or another.
Oh, cousin, I'll never understand England.
Well, you've done well so far, I think. You've enjoyed our lovely estate. You've been out on the boat in our little lake. You've read through half the books in the library.
Yes, but I'm still not married, just like you.
Well, that is true, but perhaps there's more to life than marriage.
Like what?
Cousin, think! There's a whole world out that very window. You look out. Look out there, Charlotte. Do you see all of those trees? And I imagine there's deer running through that forest there. And beyond what we can see, there's the big water. And beyond even the big water, that ocean, there's whole other worlds, there's whole other
I've
continents.
seen the ocean. I'm from America.
That's right. I forget that you've already traveled so far.
It takes so long on a boat.
I've heard, yes.
It's awful.
Oh.
And now I know that if I don't get married here, then I'll have to take a boat all the way back.
Oh. Well, surely it's not all bad. I'm sure you see some wonderful things on boats.
Yes, like water.
Charlotte, you know, I do sense that you're not always happy to be here in England. I know, I do understand the house is terribly stuffy. Grandmama yells much more than you would expect someone of her age to yell. It is rather alarming.
She has such lung power.
She really does. It's admirable, honestly. I do want you to be happy here, cousin.
Well, I do try, you know. I sit down every day and I stare at the porridge and I hope that it'll taste good.
Sometimes it does.
Sometimes it does, yes.
Yes.
Less frequently than usual, but
But the apple crumble was nice.
the apple crumble was delicious.
Yes. Chef really outdid himself.
Oh, Chef. He's so talented.
He really is. He's brought in all of these unique cuisines from the continent, from your continent even. That's
2 continents.
That's 2 separate continents already. Well, you were learning to bake, weren't you, from Chef?
Yes, learning to bake.
Yes.
I spent so much time in the kitchen with Chef and I was learning to bake, yes.
Well, soon you'll be making crumbles all on your own.
Or croissant.
Oh, a croissant. Oh, yes, Oliver.
Miss Pamela,
Yes?
I've been told to tell you to get ready to receive a suitor. Both of you. It's, you should be on your best behavior with your best manners, 'cause it's a test.
So,
Is it a real suitor or not?
A real suitor
So
to
how-
choose between you. But you must pass muster, or he's just gonna go away and you'll be old maids forever and ever. And that will be so sad, because I think you're both so pretty and you should have little babies who just are as pretty as you.
Olive, thank you for the warning and thank you for the well wishes. Well,
There'll be a suitor coming to dine with us tonight. So prepare yourselves,
Oh, Pamela,
yes.
I'm so sorry
What for?
that I'm going to be married before you.
Maybe not.
My lady?
Your grandchildren have been told, well, Lady Pamela has, and her cousin Charlotte.
Yes,
Yes.
very nice.
They've been told of the test suitor.
Oh yes, the test suitor.
Yes.
Very nice. I've searched high and low. I've called in all of my best advisors, and I found that he is a very traditional, very high standard gentleman who will whip them into shape if they are not pure, wonderful ladies. I think it will be wonderful for both of them. So we should make sure we have exactly the right dinner. And yes, while my daughter-in-law is out of town, I will whip this family into shape. Have I said whip
Yes.
this family into shape? Quite enough?
Yes.
All right.
No, yes. My lady, I have 2 questions.
Yes.
One is, Mr. Goodwin.
Sophie, I apologize. I thought you were alone, Mum.
I am not alone.
Oh, no, I meant, Sophie, I have a bit of an issue.
An issue?
Yes.
Already?
I was not able to find his lordship, young Alistair. I believe he is out on the town and has not returned.
Well, he must be here to chaperone his sister and his cousin and to make a good impression and represent the family for our suitor.
Yes, quite so.
Shall I go to the town and find him?
Yes,
Oh,
I
that
suppose
would
you
be
must.
wild.
Well, what?
Will that be too wild?
Yes, very wild, very inappropriate. Send one of the gentlemen, men, servants, footmen.
Right. Of course.
Go!
presentable.
No ruffled shirts, no stains on his collars, no lack of suspenders.
Oh, no, all right, do we have any idea where in town he'll be?
Well, he's either at the Bull or the Cock, or the
yeah.
Hen's Head, or
The Cock, the Hen's Head,
the Sea Maiden,
the Sea Maiden.
or the Black Bull.
Didn't the Black Bull close?
Oh, what am I thinking of?
I think you're thinking of the Bull.
The Bull, yes,
Yeah.
it is black on the, yes.
Yeah. All right, so I'll just pop over to town and swing through all of the local pubs
Yes.
until I find Lord Alistair.
You listen to me!
Yes.
Not a sip of alcohol while you're there. You hear me?
Yes, sir, Mr. Goodwin. I will not imbibe in the devil's drink while I am on the hunt for young Lord Alistair.
Even if he is the one who offers it to you.
Even if he's the one that offers me alcohol.
What is this?
I don't know. Sometimes people put up their hands for they swear on things.
There's
Put your
no
right hand.
Bible in this room, you moron! Now get into town!
Fine.
Come in. I'm very, very happy to welcome you to Bollix Manor.
I am more than happy to be here.
As my daughter and son and daughter-in-law are away, I have taken it upon myself to whip this house into shape. Whip it, I say!
Whip it good.
And you, sir, have been recommended to me as the perfect suitor of standard, of high standing and decorum to show my granddaughter and her cousin how these things should be done.
Well, I don't mean to brag, but as a knight in her navy, her Royal Navy, Her Majesty's Royal Navy, I have fought many a naval war.
Well,
And that I have found is a good way to whip things up.
oh yes, well you've taken over all those colonies and whipped all of them into shape.
That's
Turned
right.
them into good British citizens.
That's
You can
correct.
certainly help with my grandchildren.
That is correct. I can take either one or both of your grandchildren off of your hands.
Well, it is your choice, of course, and I hope what will be in it for you is a wonderful wife who will do your chores, oversee your servants,
Yes.
do all of your chores. And,
At 60, I think I am ready to settle down.
well, they are close to 22, my dear, so I hope you won't find them too over the hill.
No, not at all. I prefer younger, but beggars can't be choosers.
Oh, well, come, I will pour yourself a cognac, since my son is not here, and we will get ready to dine any moment. They will call us in to dinner.
Little Tuttle,
Oh, don't mind if I do.
you have beautiful eyes.
Thank you, sir.
I would think you were their mother instead of their grandmother.
Yes, I've always been told that I did look rather on the youthful side.
You do. You look like a skinned seal. Sailors will take skinned seals with them to their bedchambers because there are no women on boats. It's bad luck.
Well, Mr. Woodworth, you certainly do have a way with words.
They keep you warm at night.
Oh, yes. Warm at night.
Ooh.
You know, our neighbor, Mr. Lineman, used to say when he would crawl up the rose bushes into my room when I was a young girl myself, he used to say there's nothing like a nice warm piece of flesh to make the evening pass quickly.
To Mr. Longberry, or whatever his
Mr.
name was.
Lyman.
Well, I should go freshen myself up for these young lasses.
Oh, yes, well, the WC is just that way, and I will also dress for dinner. Meet you back here shortly.
Shortly.
Yes.
My good man, what are you doing here?
I was sent, Mr. Goodwin sent me to come get you. You are needed tonight to escort your sister and Lady Charlotte.
Oh no, I've been drinking far too much.
I'm sure it'll
Have
be
a drink.
I
Jeremy.
was specifically
Sit down.
told not to accept alcohol from anyone, even you.
Oh, sit down and tell me about your homeland. One of the colonies, isn't it?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
one with the felons. Australia.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
What's it like?
It's warm. It's much warmer and much drier.
What are the women like?
They're birds. I mean, they're women. They sure are.
Are they wild?
Sometimes.
Really? Tell me about it.
Well,
So have that drink.
if you go down to the shoreline early in the morning, usually, more often not, there's a couple birds there without tops on, which is always very
My goodness.
exciting. Just playing in the surf. That's fairly wild. I have yet to see any English ladies with their tops off. So,
Oh, we'll get you there, Jeremy. Don't worry.
oh,
Have the drink.
I was specifically told not to, but it's such a pretty shade of
Yes, it's
Amber.
amber. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
what is it?
Amber. Try
Well,
it.
well now
It's quite nice.
I've got to try it for science.
When ladies try it, it helps them take their tops off.
Oh,
Yes.
all right. Ooh. Ooh.
Now, why did you come into town again?
Oh, I'm supposed to bring you back for dinner so that you can escort your sister because there's a suitor here.
A suitor?
Yes. Yeah, your grandmother found a suitor and he is coming to dinner tonight to... There's been a lot of talk of whipping. I'm not entirely sure. Usually I'm the one with the whips because I'm out with the
Usually
horses.
I'm the one with the whips.
I didn't know that you played with the horses.
Yes, we'll call it that. Yes. A suitor, you say? My grandmother found a suitor.
Yes.
That can't be good.
Yes, Lady Eustace.
Not be good.
She wanted, well, I'm hearing all of this third hand through Sophie.
Which one is she?
The little one.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So I'm not entirely sure of every detail,
Mm.
but your grandmother, Lady Eustace, is worried that the girls, the ladies of the house, don't have proper decorum. So she has brought in a suitor, and this has all been brought about because of some dessert, I believe, that she said was too crumbly.
And crumble.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had such fun with it.
I enjoyed the crumble.
Yes,
Well,
it's all over my room
dangerous.
now, but well, the maids will take care of it, I'm sure.
Cut to 2 hours later.
this is really quite good.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
I knew it! I knew I
Oh,
couldn't
Timothy.
trust you at all!
You can.
Oh, Timothy.
Oh,
You're barely standing, man!
Timothy, have a drink.
Okay.
Back in the manor.
And so that's how I met a Yeti.
Well, you certainly do have the pedigree that I was hoping my granddaughter and my grandniece would come in contact with. If you can best a Yeti, you can certainly whip them into shape.
Whip it's good, yes.
All
Did
right.
I hear grandniece?
Well, hello.
Hello. Charlotte Stickley.
Hannaford Garbageton.
Mr. Garbishton, a pleasure to meet you. I'm
Please
sure.
call me Hannaford's.
Oh, Hannaford's. What a lovely name. Is that a family name?
It will be if I meet the right lady.
I see that you don't have a drink.
I've had several many already with your delightful grandmother.
Oh, yes.
Or mother. I don't remember.
She's actually my grandmother-in-law.
Your grand-niece, grand-aunt, great-aunt.
Either way, she has magnificent legs.
I've always said that. Look at the ankle she's poking out right now.
Well, I wouldn't mind a tipple of that.
Well, no. You are here to meet my granddaughter and Charlotte.
Course.
I'm sure Miss Pamela will be here at any moment.
Oh, why don't I go fetch her? I believe she's putting on the finishing touches on her outfit.
You do have quite the charming nature, I must say.
Well, let me tell you how I rode down the Amazon in a tin plate.
Oh, please do. Have a seat, have a seat.
Pamela, he's ancient.
He's ancient.
He's so old.
Oh no.
He has to be at least 60 years old.
Oh, why always are these old men brought in?
What are we to do?
Oh, I personally would rather simply not show. I know of a spot in the woods where there is a slightly sheltered area between some rocks. There are beautiful trees. I plan to take a book and hide.
Pamela, you can't just hide. That's your solution to everything.
My solution is either hide or explore. And
What?
frankly, I'm exploring while I'm hiding.
I think what you should do
Yes.
is just marry him.
You said it yourself. He's ancient.
I know, but how many opportunities is a 22-year-old gonna have to get married?
Pamela, Charlotte.
Brother,
Oh.
you're back from town. Oh,
Yes.
smell like burning.
Oh, do I?
Yes.
Well, what are we talking about? The suitor.
The suitor,
Suitor, yes.
is practically in the grave.
I haven't seen him
I
yet.
suspected as much.
Pamela! Charlotte!
Yes.
It is time to dine!
Oh, Pamela, you should have the seat of honor, truly.
Oh, hello.
I couldn't possibly. Charlotte.
Let me get your chair.
Thank you very much. Yes.
I weigh over 200 pounds.
Do you?
Yes.
There's nothing more attractive than a good, stocky man who shows his wealth and privilege through his girth.
Yes. What a fine figure you've cut here. And what do you do, pray tell?
Well, I was a Navy man.
Oh.
In Her Majesty's Navy, not a different Navy.
Oh.
In fact, they made me a Knight of the Navy.
Really?
Yes.
How lovely.
Yes, they did. And in my spare time, I hunt monkeys in Borneo.
Oh, you know, I've actually heard. Thank you. I've actually heard that there are diseases that you can get from eating the brains of monkeys, but that they are delicious. Have you tried?
I've had many a monkey brain, and it hasn't touched my ticker at all.
Oh.
Except that I think this is my ticker instead of this being my ticker. My apologies. I've had a good deal to drink.
Yes. Well, we do stock the finest, don't we, Grandmama?
Oh, yes, we do.
Yes, you do.
And what is this? Grandmama?
This is Mr.
Hannaford's.
I simply
Garbage can?
I simply
Yes.
insist that you sit next to this
Yes,
fascinating
I
man.
think I will.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, and hello to you as
Welcome to
well.
Bollix Manor.
Welcome back, Alistair. You're late.
Yes, well, it's been a long day.
You have beautiful eyes.
He does. I've always said so.
Now, Grandmama, what's all this about?
I'm trying to marry off your sister and get this house back in order.
You're going to shake everything up.
Yes, that's correct. Not shake it up. Stack it back up. Get it back into shape. It's been shaken too much, too wild.
We could stack it together.
This is who you've chosen for decorum and stacking it together.
Yes, he's a knight in the
Navy.
Monarch's Navy. I don't understand the disapproval.
It's just that he's very familiar to me.
Oh?
You have beautiful eyes.
I've heard that line before.
You do have beautiful eyes.
Well, don't try to flatter me. Yes, thank you.
That is my line. It's the only line I
Yes,
have.
and I believe I've heard it in London.
What are you insinuating?
I think he's an impersonator.
Why, I
Impersonator?
would
Yes.
not think that I got to get all for the... Oh, dear.
See?
Well, that was an easy reveal.
Well, I'm very talented. And I have beautiful eyes.
What? Are you an imposter?
Yes, I've seen each one of you walking down the road, and I look at each one of you and think you have beautiful eyes. So I took on the role in Her Majesty's Navy, and I became Mr. Garbidopoulos. And then I came here to dinner, and I will wed all of you if you would have me.
Well, absolutely not. This is exactly the opposite of what I was hoping for.
And this is
That's
exactly
what
why
I thought.
I, as the man of the house, need to be in the house.
Well, then where were you?
Well,
Oh dear.
I was recovering from a long night.
I'm clearly losing my touch.
Oh, no, Grandmama.
Never in my life have I made such a terrible mistake.
Well, I'm sure you meant the best for the girls.
Yes, of course I did.
Grandmama, even if he were a knight in the Royal Navy, he's incredibly old.
Not so old.
Well, relatively to Pamela.
Yes. I'm not yet that unmarriageable.
Now, Grandmama, of course, if you were to choose a suitor, I wouldn't hold anybody back.
And they did seem to be getting along rather
Yes.
No. This evening seems to have shifted my mindset. Perhaps I will go for a little stroll in the garden and see if our imposter friend is still lurking. And, in the meantime, I'm thinking perhaps we should whip up some fresh, new traditions, perhaps a new dessert of some kind
Oh.
to symbolize a new era.
Well, did you have anything in mind, Grandmama?
Well, I thought perhaps Chef might wrestle up one of those crumbles.
Oh.
What did you call it?
The apple crumble.
The apple crumble. Yes.
Oh, yes, all of this talk of whipping and wrestling does have me quite hungry.
Really, because I plan to sit and drink until I can have a bath.
All right.
Have a
Let
light.
me just see if I can get our charming guest back to join us. Ta-ta!
Good luck.
Oh, Mr. Garbage Man!
Oh, goodness, Pamela.
Oh, Alistair, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh.
Do you know, with Mama gone, I suddenly feel very protective of you.
Really?
I've really never cared before.
Astonishing.
I know.
Oh, well, thank you. It's almost like you're my,
Brother?
well, yes.
Yes.
You are my brother.
Well, yes, yes.
I
Oh,
think,
Pamela, I'm so sorry.
why are you sorry now? I'm not getting married to that.
I know, I just heard. To lose a suitor to an elderly
No,
woman.
Cousin Charlotte.
That must be so awful for you.
Charlotte, you focus entirely too much on marriage and the pairing off of humans.
Yes.
You should take your
Pairing
cues.
off is one thing, but marriage.
Yes. Well, my brother here just saved us from having to
That's right.
court with that
Yes, I did.
older man any longer. He has told Grandmama to perhaps bring back the apple crumble.
Did someone say it will crumble?
Yes, Olive, just put it right here, please.
I passed your grandmama as I was coming up the stairs from the kitchen. She said, "Don't wait."
Here's to love, I guess.
Grandmama.
Here's to grandmama.
Sometimes something fresh and new can be very delicious.
Sometimes you can judge a book by its cover.
Hiding and exploring can really be the same thing if you just explore while you're hiding.
I don't know what all the fuss is about. 60 seems like a very appropriate age.
I've seen a Yeti.